It was great last night. A subscriber of mine, his name's Killam, like as in Kill 'em all. He hooked me up in a room for the night. But now it's 8 in the morning and I gotta get walking. I've got about, I don't know, 30 kilometers, 25, 30 kilometers before I get to McLoughlins Beach. Electrolytes and some water. That's not what I'm having for breakfast, but it's gonna get me going for the moment. Got my new tent. Very excited about giving that a go. And it rained really heavy last night. And it's cleared up now for the moment, and it's not meant to rain for a couple of days. So hopefully I can practice run that a couple of times before it starts raining. So if I have to put up in the rain, I know exactly how to put it up. I tried putting it up in that room, but the room was too small. Like the floor plan was, there's not enough floor space to put the tent up. Anyway, I'm leaving Yarram now and get back onto it. Resupplied, thanks to Marty. And I've got a new system I'm going to try out. Before, what I did was I had, across the road, hold on. Can't remember what I was saying. Anyway, I finished the apple. Basically, my journey today is about 5.5 hours of hiking. That's non-stop 5.5 hours. And in reality, it's gonna be more like 7, because I do stop every once in a while. My meal plan. That's it. What I would do is, before, I had 5 Ziploc bags, 1 for each, 5 for each day, right? 1 for each meal period. And that became a little bit cumbersome because it was like, not only was there 5 for every day, but which one was which, and it kept getting mixed up. Which was breakfast, which was lunch, which was dinner, so on. And so I've now just put them all into single larger Ziploc bags, 1 for each day. And I have an idea of how much I need to consume for each of the 5 meals I've got to have every day. Because I have to have morning tea and afternoon tea according to my diet. So that's what's been scheduled for me. So I just eat 1/5 of it, basically. And then at lunch have the tuna, or have the salmon, or whatever I'm having. So yeah, I think it might be a better system. And then I can put that 1 pouch in my fanny pack, my bum bag, and just kind of eat it as I need it during the day. But the pack is a little bit heavier now. That tent is twice as heavy as the old one. So it's going to be interesting to see how quickly I fatigue with this new weight. I believe I'm over 20 kilograms now. I think I'm 22 kilograms, fully loaded with a week's worth of food. Wish me luck. Check out that letterbox. How awesome. I love farming environments. You know, the cows always looking at you like, what are you doing? Who are you? I've never seen you before. This little boy here is a bit brave. Coming up and checking me out. Got a new lad checking the girls. But for those interested, while I have actually technically put on weight, I've shrunk. And when I first started, I marked the belt on my pack. And you can see it down here. Oh, where is it? There. Look how much I've actually had to pull that belt in. That's huge. Although I've still got plenty to go. But I'm really happy that that's a good 2 inches. Anyway, look at these. These are called potty cars, for those who don't know. Look how beautiful it is. Just beautiful. They're such an amazing beast. Oh, unlike my clumsy ass. Anyway, see See you later, Yarram. Off to somewhere. Oh, look at these two. A boy and a girl, I think. Closest one to us is a boy. And the other one's a girl. Look at a boy and a girl. Oh, they're just good. So there's a sheep in there. There you go. So let's pass this sign. It's a bit tricky because as I'm bend, I've got to be careful cars don't come screaming around. So I've already walked 10 kilometres from Yarram. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm heading to McLoughlins Beach, 14 k's. And look at that view. Beautiful sky. The whole day is nice. It's crisp. Oh, there is a car coming. Better get going, I think. Sounds like a car coming that direction. It's crisp, and but when you're walking like 5.5, 6 kilometres an hour, which is what I do, you don't really get cold too easily. So it's that's why I'm in. Oh, look at this belly and. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that going. That's my biggest goal is to see that belly gone. Anyway, so McLoughlins is considered the first or the start really of the 90-mile beach. And yeah, although the weather might be pretty ordinary, I'm looking forward to walking along the beach for 4 or 5 days. I love that, walking on the beach. Sometimes there's just long stretches of absolutely nothing. It's always hard to get going again after you have lunch. You sit down for half an hour and your body just starts going to atrophy. Oh, I feel like I'm 100 trying to get going again. And it's a bit nippy. Which is okay, so sorry for the wind, but once I warm up I'll be okay. I'm about 8 kilometres from my destination. That's where I'm going to stay tonight. Doesn't matter what time I get there, even if I get there early. It's 12:30 in the afternoon, so as long as I can get my feet going properly, if I get back to my 5 k's an hour kind of walk, I should be there in under 2 hours, so plenty of time before sunset. About an hour and a half before sunset to find somewhere to camp. That's great. So I can learn to put this new tent up. I think I know how it works, but I don't have instructions for it because I left them back in the room. I know, silly me, but I've put up enough tents in my life, I'll figure it out. Oh. So nice. McLoughlins Beach is only 4 kilometres. Well, it's probably more like 5 to the actual jetty, but 4 kilometres to the township. And oh, I'm needing to stop. Oh, I will soon enough. I've had a great day. Like this is when I finish this is 25 kilometres before 2:30, so that's a great pace, I think. But considering I've got a heavier backpack now, I did suffer the last couple of kilometres. My back has really pulled up, and I've had to make some adjustments to the pack. It's got some manual adjustments I can make to the actual straps. It's quite versatile that way. Got the pole out, because the closer I get to the finish, the more I'm going to have to rely on this to get me across the line. Oh, sorry. I did see a police car go by, and I'm kind of surprised he didn't stop to ask if I needed a hand, considering where I was at a big junction in the middle of nowhere. But they didn't. I'm kind of glad they didn't, because then, you know, I want to try and minimize how many lifts I get, if any. Anyway, I'll let you know when I get there. There you go, I've walked 20 kilometres so far from Yarram. That's a pretty good effort. It's not even 2 o'clock. down this road that looks like I'm just going further into the countryside. I'm heading towards the ocean. There we go, I made it to the town limits of McLoughlins Beach. Maybe 200 metres to go. There's the jetty out there, it's getting repaired by the look of it. I'm working over here, finishing up for the day. I'll be walking down the end of this road and I'll meet up with the actual beach. I'm very excited for that. But I'm a little concerned, there's no shops in town and I'm running low on water. So I need to source some water. Now, there we go. Somewhere along the end of this boardwalk, I'll be finding somewhere to camp up for the night. It's 3:30 and I need to find water as well. So hopefully I can find some water somewhere. I kind of hoped there was a general store in town, but I couldn't see anything. Oh. It's nice. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Nice little marina thing here, and there's this walkway with only one side that has a railing. The beach is on the other side of here, I believe. So it's well, not this sandy bit here, but on the other side of the bushes over there. That's the start of 90 Mile Beach. I thought I was meeting up with some people just over here, but they're an hour and a half walk north of here, which is a bit crappy. So I'm going to decide whether I camp here tonight or whether I walk up the beach an hour and a half. By the time I get there, it'll be getting on dark, and I wanted to put my tent up before it gets dark. Since it's my first time putting the tent up in the wild. I've also got my jacket on because it is cool. Oh, my feet are sore. That sun's looking good. I really hope this is the path to the beach because I don't want to walk across this thing for no reason. Start of 90 Mile Beach. Alright, so it does have a no camping sign and fires prohibited, but it's also an unpatrolled beach. So I'm not going to sleep on the beach. And that's this beach. The next one has a campground, that's where they are. But I'm thinking if I get to stay on this side of the dunes, it should be okay. It's quite pretty in here. I can hear the ocean, which is so good to hear. Camping in here would be nice. Ooh. No, it's not quite level. Still going to get dog walkers this time of day. It's only 4 o'clock. I've had a few moments rest when I got here. But it is getting sand and I've got the wrong shoes on now. Soon it's going to be a little bit hard to walk in these boots. Well, definitely beach sand. Sweet. Welcome to 90 Mile Beach. I'm probably the only one out here too. I don't want to sleep on this side of the dunes because you'll get all the wind and everything off the ocean, and you know, you don't want tides coming up and hitting you. You want to be on the other side of these dunes. But there was nowhere back there that I could actually go and camp comfortably anyway. Oh, I love the ocean. I'm gonna go down to the hard sand. Luckily my shoes are Gore-Tex and waterproof, but I won't go in the water. It's a bit silly, but at least I'll be easier to walk than on this stuff. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I'm the only person here, or on this section of beach anyway. Alright, now we're on the harder sand. It's not awesome, you're still going to get sand kicked up. But I won't go down there where it's shiny. Maybe the next one over. A little closer. Oh, that's a bit better. Tomorrow I'll be wearing my sandals or barefoot. I took my shoes off. I think I'll wipe my feet off. I was not walking fast enough in this sand, and the sun's going down, and I don't particularly want to get to this place in the dark, but there was nowhere I could see along here that I could camp safely, because you don't want to be on this side of the sand dunes, because if just in case there's a tidal wave or a king tide or something comes in, you don't want to be on this side trying to sleep, and the next thing you know, you get water come up. So I'm going to hightail it. My feet are sore, but they're better in a way, having the salt water healing those wounds, and probably being sanded off my feet. The water is cold, and I've got some water coming up. Did I get in? Whoa! Yes, it is cold. I don't want to go further in. And I'm done. Oh, that's cold. Whew. All right, well, can I do my feet good? Here we go. Let's get going. You saw how much beach there was when I started walking on this 90 Mile Beach. Now tide's coming in. Look how little beach there's left. So if you thought you could sneak a camp up next to these dunes, you got another thing coming. Look how far the water's come up already. I still got to go to pretty much the horizon before I get to the campground and beat this tide coming in before it becomes just, well, all ocean and I'm stuffed. I could climb up the top and get away from it, but I don't know if there's a path up there, so I'll be bushwhacking it if I get up the top. And carrying that backpack up there is going to be pretty hard. I could easily tip backwards. So I'm just going to keep forging on until I can't. Oh, it is beautiful. This one's coming in thick and fast. See? Imagine if I was camping right up next to this dune. Alright, enough talking, more walking. I'm still walking, I haven't found the campground yet. Apparently it's still 20 minutes up the beach. I'm walking a lot slower than I normally do when I'm on the bitumen. Now I just want to get up and set up camp. It's getting dark. And although the half moon is pretty bright, it's going to get dark pretty quick here. And even on the beach, I've got to still find my way off the beach. Luckily, there's just all solid dunes, so it's easy to spot a walkway going up over one. I'm stuffed though. I think by the time I get to this campground, I've done about 33 kilometers, I think. So here I am at camp. I met these campers on the beach and let me come up and warm my feet by the fire. There's a few, can't really see. There's a caravan there, there's a tent here. Oh, and I'm going to pitch up over here in the dark.